So my name's Joaquin Huerta, and I did my assignment 2 on Vitamin Shop, and this is my presentation. So as for my introduction, Vitamin Shop is it's a retail store, but it's very specialized in that it serves dietary supplements. And some of the main points I'm going to be covering in my presentation is going to be their customer base, their financial standing, and their competition. So as for their customer base, for their sales trends have been growing for the past 5 years steadily. So there's no evidence to support that it's going to be going down. And their product sales for specific items have also been increasing. And one example is for sports nutrition. Just in the past 5 years, they have seen an increase of 9.8%, which does show that their sales are increasing. And also analyze their net revenues. Their net revenues have been growing by an average of 12.3% every year for about 3 years now. They also do have a customer rewards loyalty program in order to keep their customer base. And it is an important part of retail because it helps give the customer an incentive to keep shopping with you guys. And in this particular case, the rewards program is called the Healthy Rewards Program. What it is, it helps them, the more money they spend with you guys, the more they're going to be accumulating credit. And some of the stipulations on it is for every quarter, you're allowed up to $200 worth of credit, which adds up to $800 annually. They also do give special coupons for people who do have rewards accounts with them, and that just creates an extra incentive for people to be shopping with you guys. Their financial standing. So in this one, we're going to be covering the current ratio, and what that is, it analyzes their ability to pay off their short-term debts within the next 12 months. And for the first year, 2013, the ratio is 2.69, and what that means is that in the next 12 months, they have enough assets or cash essentially to pay off their debt 2.69 times, which is actually pretty good for an industry because it points to that there's going to be less risk for them going bankrupt within the next 12 months. And for the year 2014, the ratio is 2.03, which it points to it going down, which is not technically ideal for these kinds of retail businesses, but it still is within the acceptable range. And we also do have the debt to equity ratio, and what that measures is basically how much liabilities they have compared to their stockholder equity. And essentially you want this to be as low as possible because it'll point to there being less debt over how much you actually own over the company. And for the year 2013, the ratio was 0.29, and for the year 2014, the ratio was 0.31. What that means is that they have almost almost four times more equity than they have liabilities, which essentially, from a financial standpoint, it points to there being better chances for investment growth because of this. However, the ratio is going up a little bit, so it does indicate that liabilities are going up, which is not technically ideal, but it is good from an investor standpoint because it does show that their company is growing at a slow and steady rate.
Scan has completed. Warning. Advanced Mac.
And their competitors, their main competitor in this industry is going to be GNC.
Click on Clean to fix these
GNC is bigger in terms than Vitamin Shop in terms of size because they have easily about 13 more stores, 13 times more stores than Vitamin Shop does have. So it does present like a big problem in terms of being able to sell in physical locations. However, that's not entirely the case with this because Vitamin Shop has consistently shown that they can make their bottom sales even having as little stores as they do have. And the reason is because Vitamin Shop stores have a much lower overhead cost than the stores from GNC. And the point that they make with this is that Vitamin Shop is making $452,000 per physical location, whereas GNC is only making $78,000 per physical location. And as another comparison between the two is that Vitamin Shop's rewards program has consistently been stronger in terms of keeping loyalty than GNC has, and that's simply because GNC has not established a secure, stable rewards program which they can reward their customers. So for my final decision, Vitamin Shop definitely is a safe investment, and the reason is this: they have a growing customer base that's going to secure future sales, as well as a customer base that's going to continue repeat business. Their financial standing also indicates that they have very low risk, so there's a lot less risk in losing our investment. And they also differentiate their competition because they have essentially for the last two, they do have a good financial standing, and they are good at keeping their loyal customer base. So, and last word is that investment in this company would definitely be a wise decision.